It's Cirque, and for today's video, we're going to be unboxing a Witchy Advent Calendar from Earth's Touch on Etsy as part of our 12 days of Yulemas. I actually went through and took out most of the packing peanuts from this one because it was making it a little bit difficult to find the gifts, especially number one, because as it turned out, number one is one of these flat ones that look like they're probably going to be incense. Nope, that's 15. See, even when I know which one I'm looking for, it's hard to find. 10, 20, 5, 15. It's always the last one you pull, isn't it? Yep, there's number one. Alright, put the rest of those in there and save them for the next days. And as I said, I'm pretty sure this is incense, but I'm just gonna, alright, I should probably untie it since I might end up actually damaging the incense by accident, and there might even be some extra information about what kind of incense. No, I don't see anything about what kind of incense it is. Ooh, but it smells very strong. It kind of has a kind of light scent. I can't recognize it. I don't really know how to recognize incense scents, but it is a very nice incense, and I will probably be putting this somewhere to burn in the near future because since it doesn't have any packaging, I feel like I should probably burn it sooner rather than later just so that it doesn't get damaged or lose its scent. Day 2 is in this medium-sized flat package. So let's see what it is. And we got, something shiny. Something in a nice package. Okay. Oh, we got an evil eye necklace to ward off evil, envy, and jealousy. So I believe I know what that looks like, but the label's hiding the actual necklace. So let's open it up and see if it's the evil eye necklace I am thinking of. Oh, all right. The little hole in it got a little in the way, but I don't think it'll prevent us from opening it. All right. Yes, it's small, but it's just what I was thinking of. I've seen this evil eye symbol in a lot of places. I believe it dates back to Mesopotamia, and it's believed that this will protect you from being cursed by the evil eye. So if your neighbor glares at you for stealing their favorite chicken, maybe, then this will protect you from having any bad luck because of it. Day 3 is in a smaller package, but they do say that that great things come in small packages. So let's see what we have received. Oh, it looks like a bag. Ooh, okay, so it's a bag of nettle. So we got some herbs. I don't actually know off the top of my head what nettle is used for, but I have heard it mentioned in some spells. So I will be adding that to my box of witchy supplies, and maybe I'll use that in a spell in the future. For day 4, it looks like it's probably like a tea light or something like that. So I'm just going to pull it aside, and it looks like I'm probably correct. Oh, okay, so it's a pretty, like, pink tea light. The wick is a little buried, but I can unbury that pretty easily. And does it have a scent? Oh, okay, I think that's peppermint. That's cool. So I'll have to look up what peppermint means in witchcraft, like if it's used for anything. And I'm not sure if this is supposed to be pink or red, but I think both of those have associations with like love and stuff. But even if I don't use it for magic, just having a peppermint candle around will be very fun. Day 5 is another of these little incense sticks. Let's rip it open and see if they smell the same as the ones we got on day 1. Okay, those, they definitely smell different. I do have one of the sticks from day 1 left over, but I can tell just off the bat that it's completely different. Yeah, I'm 90% sure, about 95% sure that these are completely different. These ones smell a little bit more spicy. I want to say they smell like cinnamon, but without having any indication of what kind they're meant to be, it's kind of hard to tell. But, I mean, I know they have cinnamon incense, so that's the closest I can get to telling you what these are. Number 6 was a little hard to find just because since it's so close to the bottom of the package, it looked like a 9 when I first pulled it out, but I did also pull number 9 for comparison, so I definitely think that this is the 6, and it's kind of a cylindrical package. I'm going to guess maybe a bottle of herbs or something of the like. Ooh, I see a lid, so that's promising. See if I can pull it out. Let's rip it a little bit more. Oh, okay. So it's not some herbs, it's just an empty bottle that I can fill with my own witchy things. So that's very useful. I'll have to find something very good to put in there. Our 7th gift is this really small one. So let's tear in and see what it is. I'm actually kind of excited because sometimes the smaller gifts do end up being more exciting. It's really thickly wrapped, so I'm hoping I can get it open without accidentally damaging the item. But it is... Oh, finally. Ooh, alright, it is an intuitively selected little gemstone pendant. I'm not sure what kind it is, but it's very pretty, and I will be adding that to maybe one of my necklaces or another piece of jewelry, and maybe that'll bring me good luck. Day 8 is on the smaller side as well, but it feels kind of soft inside, maybe something fabricy, or maybe it's more herbs. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, yes, it is more herbs. Ooh, it's lavender. That'll be very useful. Obviously lavender is very good for sleeping, and I can't remember off the top of my head what other kinds of spells it's used for, but just the smell is good for sleep, so I'm assuming that it'll be useful in, like, sleep spells to help you rest easily and maybe help give good dreams. I'll have to do more research into that, but I'm definitely very excited to have some lavender in my kit now. Number 9 is another small square package that feels like it's probably more herbs. Since we got lavender yesterday, I'm very excited to see what we get today. Ooh, and it is, it's eucalyptus. That's another one that smells very good. I've gotten a couple candles that smell like eucalyptus. Yes, that smells very good. I don't know what eucalyptus is used for in magic, but if nothing else, it'll definitely smell very good while I'm using it. Number 10 is another one of our incense sticks. So let's see how it compares to the other ones we've gotten. I definitely have gotten incense like that before. Let's compare that to our old ones. And I have 3 of them. I'm not sure which one's which, so I'll just have to see. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that this one is from day 1 and this one's from day 5. So compared to day 15, yep, it's definitely different, but I have no idea which one's which. So I'm sorry I can't give a better description. I use incense a lot, but not consistently enough for me to actually recognize the scents. So you'll have to trust me that they're all different incense and they all smell wonderful. And I can't wait to use I can't wait to use all of them. Number 11 looks like another tea light candle. So let's see if it's another peppermint one or if we got another fun scent to add to our witchcraft kit. Ooh, it's a white candle this time. There's no labels on it, so I'm just gonna have to sniff and guess. Honestly, I think this might just be a regular white. Oops, I think this might just be a regular white tea light candle. I don't really get a distinct smell, so it might just be a candle for doing some basic spellcraft with nothing special about it, but either way, that's very useful. There's a lot of spells that do use candles that don't need a specific scent or color, so this will be very useful. And then day 12 is in another cylindrical package. Maybe it's a jar again, or maybe it's something with inside the jar this time. Maybe some herbs. Oh, yep, it looks like it's going to be another empty jar, but that's fine. We've been getting some nice herbs lately, so maybe we can use these jars to package them. Yep, it's a very nice jar. Pretty much identical to the one that we got before. So these are probably from the same set, and they'll definitely look very nice next to each other. So I'll have to maybe pour some of my herbs into there and make some nice labels for them. Number 13 feels like it's probably going to be more herbs. And I will admit, while I was getting ready to film for the day, I couldn't help myself and wanted to take a sniff, and I couldn't recognize the herb, but it does smell very earthy and very nice, and I'm very curious what it is, which is why I was careful to unwrap it in a way that I wouldn't be able to see until I was ready to say it. But it is... Oh, it's yarrow. I've heard of that. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I have heard of that, and I know I've seen it in some spells, so I feel very happy and very lucky to have received it, and hopefully I'll be able to find a good use for that soon. Day 14 looks like it's going to be a tea light again to add to our collection. Ooh, this one's all wrapped up, and it's a slight orange color. Ooh, I might have damaged it a little bit with my nail by accident, but we're going to carefully open it up and see if it has a scent. The plastic's a little rough, but I almost have it. Ah, there we go. Okay, it definitely has a scent. It's very light, so I can't really place it. I think it's maybe like a peach flavor, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but I am getting a slight fruit scent. But as I said before, it's hard to tell. It's very slight, so I'll also have to guess, and I'll probably just use this as an orange candle rather than any specific scent, just because I'm not sure. 15 is once again more incense, so let's open that up and see if I have any chance at guessing what it is this time. Alright, yeah, I still don't know what it is exactly, but this is another spicy scent. Not spicy in the same way that the one that I thought was cinnamon was, but kind of like a spicy cologne. And that's the best I can really describe it. And I will try to see if I have any incense that smells like this, but to be honest, the incense from the past days are kind of getting mixed around, so I'm not sure if I'm even going to be able to tell which day's which after a while. Number 16 feels very interesting. It feels like maybe seeds of some sort, but other than that, I couldn't even hazard a guess. We'll just have to open it up and see for ourselves. Ooh, it's in a bag. Ooh, so we got a little bag of small stones. There's a lot of them. I can't really guess what all of them are, but they're all going to be very useful, and I'll have fun going through those and trying to match up what they are, and that'll be very useful. Maybe I can put those in a little bowl on my altar so that I have them handy for if I just need a small stone for something. And 17 is in a little square package, and I'm pretty sure it's more herbs. This seems to be a very herb-heavy advent calendar. So let's see which kind of herb it is this time. Alright, so this time we got... Ooh, we got lemongrass. That's another one of those herbs that, even if I don't know 100% what to use it for magically, I love the way it smells. I have a really nice lemongrass candle that I love to burn, so I definitely can't wait to use that. Whatever spell I use for that is going to smell wonderful. Number 18 is a smaller package, And I also noticed that a lot of these packages seem to maybe have this incense rub off on them. They kind of smell like a new age store or a witchcraft store. So that's interesting. I didn't notice that until now. But the paper's really thick today. Ooh. So it says we have an amethyst, but I can't really see it very well. Ooh, okay. So we got a little amethyst. It's almost clear, but it does have a slight purple tint to it that I'm not sure will show up on camera. That's very nice. It's a nice small amethyst. It won't take up too much room, so that'll be good for if I ever needed to use an amethyst in a spell. 19 is a tea light once again, so I'm very excited to see which color and maybe what kind of scent, if it's scented, we get today. Ooh, it's a nice green color, so maybe we'll get something piney. No, it's not pine. Once again, I can't place it, but it does have a distinct scent. I don't even know what to guess. But it's a very muted color, a very subdued color, but I like it. And now we've reached number 20, the last of our incense sticks. Let's see if I can guess the scent of these any better than I have on the past days. No, I can't guess the exact scent, but it does have a very elemental scent. Maybe like it kind of like air and relaxation. It's a clean scent, a very light scent, a very airy scent. It's very beautiful. Number 21 is really itty bitty. I can only imagine what it must be. Feels really interesting. So I'm really getting. Oh, if I can just get the paper to rip, I'm really interested in seeing what it's going to be. And it's very much lost in the paper. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a really cute ring. It's made out of wrapped copper wire, it looks like. And it has a orange bead in the middle. And it looks like it is a size 10, so I'm not sure. Oh, okay. I guess I've been getting lucky. So it fits on my ring finger, so maybe I'll start wearing that soon. 22 is another one that feels like it might be herbs, but it's very dense. So if it is herbs, then it's probably something that's very fine and closely packed. And oh, it's black salt. That's useful. I don't. Oh, I actually have some coarser black salt, but this is um a lot finer. This will be easier to use in a lot more circumstances. So that's very useful, and I'll put that right in my witch's kit in case I need that. 23 is another cylinder, so maybe another glass jar, or maybe we'll even get lucky and have something inside the jar this time. And nope, another glass jar. That's fine. I have plenty of things I can probably put in this. And mildly sick, February circ coming at you one more time. As you probably know from my Creative Addicts video, I ran out of space towards the end of the month and couldn't really finish all my advent calendars. So we're gonna finish the Earth's Touch advent calendar today instead. So we had 2 more days left before I ran out of space and then was too sick to really edit to make space. But our first day feels like another tea light. So let's see if it's scented and what color it is. And, ooh, it's wrapped up. It looks faintly pink, kind of white. I think it's scented. It's hard to tell. Oops. And, of course, trying to open it, I scratch it with my nail. So, it's going to be a little diff. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to mess that up more. It does have a faint scent, but I can't place it, and without opening the plastic, I'm not sure I will. But our last day for day 25 is a very big one. It feels like it's made out of fabric. Ooh, there's something hard right here. I'm not sure if that's like tape or some kind of packaging, or if we have a larger item. Ooh, it's plastic wrapped as well. So that's very exciting. It's maybe not fabric, maybe just a more expensive, more fragile item. And, oh, alright, so it's some kind of stone. I cannot place it. It's very geometric. It's black and kind of sparkly, and I know from my Ponka Potion Shop unboxing that I don't think I'm gonna be able to um figure out what this stone is online. Unpolished stones are a little difficult, but if anyone in the comments knows what this is, feel free to tell me. Either way, it's very interesting. Um, I mean, I'm very interested in finding out what it is. It has an interesting brown pattern on some of the sides, so it looks like it might have been cut or broken out of a larger piece of stone. That's very fun. I'm very curious what that is now, even though I know I'm probably not going to get an answer anytime soon. And that wraps up this calendar for the year, where the Ponka unboxing was mainly stones. This one we got more scented items. We got some stones, but we mostly got herbs and candles and incense, which was a fun contrast. Definitely got a lot of great items this year to improve my craft in the year to come. Um, I can definitely see myself getting this one again next year just because it does have a lot of items that can possibly get used up. I mean, you can probably reuse some herbs, but for the most part, I think that even if they don't get burned off, they're probably going to be difficult to save. So I can definitely see myself possibly using up a bunch of the herbs that I use this year and using the candles and definitely using up the incense. So even if I got this again next year and it was completely the exact same items, I definitely could probably use more, and I could use more jars so that the herbs I don't use, I can jar up so they're not in these bags all the time. Um, but it's a very nice advent calendar. It's great for newer witches to get some supplies to get started, as well as for older witches to maybe replenish some of the supplies that they've been using throughout the year. So I can recommend this to you. The link to the Earth Touch shop is in the description, and I hope that you have a great day. I hope that your craft flourishes in the year to come, and that all of your spells are very successful, and that you have wonderful luck. And I hope I get to see you again soon.